Danielle Noyce here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network, coming at you from the road with your weekend edition. Let's dive in. We've got a cooler flow taking hold today. That means temperatures will be coolest at the coast, actually only running in the upper 40s to low 50s. Mildest inland. We've got a band of showers for Sunday. We'll time those out together. I'll flip to some mountain snow. I've got an accumulation map for you and a breezy and cool marathon forecast. Shout out to our 1 Degree Outside champions, O'Brien's Garden Center in Danvers, Massachusetts. An exciting week for them as they open up for spring on Earth Day. Check out their Facebook page for more information. And we also have Gate City Reflexology and Massage, the original 1 Degree Outside champion, gatecitymassage.com for whole body wellness rooted in care. You can make your appointment today. And SawyerInfrared.com, eye inspection services, optical gas imaging, acoustic imaging. Dave Sawyer does it all, and services all of New England. SawyerInfrared.com for all the information. If you want to become a 1 Degree Outside champion, that is one of our membership opportunities. All the details at membership.1degreeoutside.com. We appreciate everybody's continued support. All right, here's the setup this weekend. We've got low pressure that's offshore now. That came through on our Friday. And we're waiting on a cold front that comes out of New York and the Great Lakes and sweeps through from west to east by the time we get to Sunday. Notice a little blue on the map, cold enough air coming in that it changes to snow in the mountains and then opens the door to that cooler, brisk air mass for Marathon Monday. The front's well offshore, but there's still some upper level energy and cold air aloft, high in the sky, and that creates instability. We'll bubble up clouds on Marathon Monday and maybe even a sprinkle or a shower that comes by, but that risk is pretty low. High pressure you notice building in as we head into the Tuesday time frame. So let's zoom in. Notice the temperatures. Yeah, at the coast, it's a kind of a cool, gloomy, raw feel. Onshore wind, stuck in the 40s, but notice inland, 50s and even some 60s in western New England with some breaks of sunshine. And many of us will end up staying dry today, but I can't rule out a shower or two or some pockets of drizzle and patchy fog kind of coming in off the ocean, particularly in far eastern New England. After midnight tonight, scattered showers move in. So for our Saturday night into Sunday, notice they become more numerous by the time we get to Sunday morning and do advance east. So there will be pockets of rain around. You want the wet weather gear with you. Notice some deeper yellows and reds in here. So there may be a brief period of downpours, particularly during the early to mid-afternoon. Notice cold enough, too, that we make the flip to wet snow in the mountains with elevation Sunday afternoon into the evening. There are some signs some of the steadiest rain will break apart to leftover showers by late afternoon to early evening, and then the back edge comes through from west to east with clearing that will follow after that. How much rainfall are we talking for most of us? It's about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, although in some of the steadier downpours, and by the way, there may be an embedded thunderstorm. And the greatest chance of that, and it's still relatively low, is over southeastern New England. So many areas you notice on this map, 1/4 to 1/2 inch, but there may be a few locally higher amounts where we can organize some of those steadier downpours for a brief time on Sunday afternoon. Here's a predicted snowfall. Yep, not done yet. April in New England, 1 to 3 inches in far northern New England, Vermont, the Northeast Kingdom, northern Greens, Coos County, the White Mountains, and the mountains of Maine. Farther south you come, it is with elevation, but there'll be some wet flakes that mix in down the spine of the Greens. Far northern Berkshire County may have a coating in spots too, and then far western New Hampshire may be a coating to 1 inch in some areas. Again, most of that will fall as we head into Sunday late afternoon and into the evening as the colder air comes in. All right, highs for our Saturday. Again, only about 50 will do it at the coast, 50s inland, and then 60s in western New England. 40s for Saturday night with the showers advancing in from west to east. 50s on Sunday with a sharp wind shift behind the front out of the northwest. That will dry us out pretty nicely, but I do want to point out that by Sunday night, look at this, 20s to lower 30s, northern, central, interior, southern New England. So anything that doesn't dry up, there may be a few isolated icy patches as that colder air comes in. Speaking of cold, we've had every sort of extreme for Marathon Monday. The record cold, it was 28 degrees set back in 1926. We hit 100 degrees along the marathon course in 1905. We had driving rain, of course, with the hypothermia concerns in 2015 and 2018. This year is essentially ideal for runners. It'll be a little cool for spectators, around 40 to start, mid-40s by the end of the race. There will be a gusty quartering tailwind out of the west and then west-northwest by the end of the race with some 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts all the way from Hopkinton right on through the finish line. High temperatures will be in the 40s to lower 50s at best. And again, that chance of a shower we'll watch, but it's fairly low risk over the course of Monday afternoon. Track it all, of course, with our free 5-star weather app. Thousands of reviews. You're going to love it. Search 1 Degree Outside Weather in the App Store and Google Play.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside weather.